by the time this interview's out, Take Note is going to be out. So congratulations on that release. How
Thank
has
you.
that been kind of like building up to it and having it out?
Yeah, ever since summer, I've just been waiting, counting down the months until the release date. And eventually in January, when I found out that it'd be being released in February, I was so excited for the world to finally see it and to finally meet my character, Miles. So, yeah, it was a really surreal moment, especially for it being my first project.
Yeah, I mean, this was your first project. What was it like being on a big set like this one?
Yeah, it was really cool. Like I learned many new things because I didn't really know how set would have worked or how I would have gotten along with the cast or how things would have worked. But I learned many new things like hair and makeup, waking up every morning early, blocking, coming back, eating, finding time when to do certain things, learning my lines the night before. There's many new experiences that I learned and equipped from Take Note, which I was very thankful for.
I mean, have you learned for future projects? Would you do it again if given the chance?
Yes, I definitely would. I mean, obviously I'd like to get in the future different projects, but definitely more like Take Note, comedy musical, stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, anyone who hasn't seen or heard of the show yet, can you tell them a little bit about what it is and what it's about?
Yeah, so it bases around Calvin Richards, which is the main character, and his diverse family. And it's a very inspiring show that shows Calvin on his way to, the TV show within the TV show called Take Note. And it's always been his dream to be on it. And eventually he gets there. And in the beginning, he didn't really want to, but once he gets there, he meets people like me, Miles, Sydney, Ivy, and many other characters that are there for him. But there's drama, but also inspiring things and songs, music, and there's many things that tie into the ending, which is just stardom and the journey that it took to being successful.
Yeah, I mean, you play Miles in the show, as you said, but can you tell us a little bit about your character?
Yeah, it's very much like myself. We're both outgoing, fun. We love singing, dancing, acting. We're the triple threat type, but Miles more lives and breathes Broadway. That's who he is, and that's what he does. He comes from New York, and he's just, that crazy kid that doesn't have the off button. But yeah, he's a really fun character that I love to play, and it wasn't really too hard to get into his shoes since we were already so very much alike.
Fair enough. Is there something that you learned from bringing him to life?
I mean, not really like I said, we're both so similar that it was just, being always like that high energy type beat. Like that was always like my mentality for Miles. Like that was no matter what scene we were in, I was always like crazy, like outgoing out there, just that was pretty much the vibe that I had to do. So nothing new that I learned with Miles, but it was just really fun to play
It's
him.
a lot of energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, this is a huge production and it's a huge cast as well. But do you have a favorite memory from your time on set?
Yes, I don't know if I could say the exact thing, but there was this one episode where we all had to dress up from a different thing. We were all in different costumes and we all played different people, which was really cool to see us in a different type of wardrobe. But definitely that, which you'll have to stay tuned for that. But, and then also, I had a few performances within Take Note, which were very fun, especially at the recording studio to record. And I had to get out of my comfort zone a little bit, with different styles of music that I was introduced to. But yeah, those two things I'd say would definitely hold a core memory.
Okay, I'll look out for them. But if you could describe this show in 3 words, what would they be and why?
Hmm, inspiring, talentful, and undeniable.
Okay, is there a reason for that?
Take Note is just inspiring. It would be inspiring to all. There's not really like a certain age group, especially, well, kids. It would look up to Calvin and the friends that he meets, just they could see themselves within him, and
Mhm.
see that, oh, like this is what I want to do. And by looking up to people like us and like seeing us in the show, following our dreams and what we wanted to do, that could be very inspiring too, and also undeniable because we always see shows on how, like, let's say America's Got Talent. Like it's always, we see the people on stage, but we don't really get to see the behind the scenes. And that's what Take Note introduces. And that's what you get to see. And what life is like behind the cameras, um, and talentful with just the amazing, cast and crew. It was just, we all had numbers and performances that you'll have to stay tuned for, like I said. But yeah, there's just a lot showcased within Take Note.
Definitely. But talking more about you, do you have any future projects that you could hint at or talk about now that you've made your debut?
Yeah, I mean, not yet, not yet. I'll continue to do auditions and hopefully get more projects like this. Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't think I can hint at any yet. But I'm definitely hoping for more like Take Note. It's just, especially with singing, dancing, and acting, even before Take Note is what I love to do. Just being able to mix that in with Miles, which is who he was. It was great to put that in the show as it just being, acting, which would have still been fun, but with the singing and dancing element brought into it, it just made it 10 times better.
You were right at home.
Yeah.
But my last question for you, I know you're just starting all of this acting, but do you have a dream role for your future?
I would definitely say Marvel. I would love to be
Okay.
a superhero. I don't know if it would be in the comics yet, but I'm a huge Marvel fan, and I binged all the movies. Like recently, I think in 2020, like I watched all of the movies like one night, like popcorn, all the snacks, like I got it all in like
No, all in one night?
yeah. And I like stayed up really late, but I binge watched all the movies, and ever since then I've just been obsessed with Marvel, and it would be really cool to play in that type of universe. But,
I mean, fair enough. If you had to make your own character, what would your superpower be?
mm. I had to do this for an art project a while ago. I think it would be a superhero who could sing by lifting up, like levitating things, like
Okay.
the voice, Yeah,
Okay, maybe we'll see that in your future. We'll manifest it.
we will. Yeah.
But thank you so much for doing this interview. It was so great to talk to you, and I can't wait to see Take Note.
Thank you so much. I can't wait for the world to see it. Thank you.